Hi, I'm Chetna Makan. Happy to be here cooking on the Waitrose channel. It's still a bit cold, so I want some comfort food, and I've decided to make a salmon curry, which is also good for you. It's simple, it's easy to cook, and it's also from my book 30-Minute Indian, which is a combination of all the recipes that are very quick to make, as the name suggests, and not compromising on flavor at all. So let's get cooking. The first thing is to get some onions chopped up. You can use red onions if that's what you have at home. That's absolutely fine. And you can find the link to the whole recipe in the description. After a few months of overindulging, there's Diwali, Christmas, New Year's, it's always nice to get back to some comfort food. Just bowls of nice, delicious food for the soul, really. The onions are done, time to move to the hob and start cooking. Nice hot pan to start, some oil. I'm using sunflower oil, but you can use rapeseed oil as well. And in goes black mustard seeds, and they will pop, and that's when we'll add the onions. And yes, as you can tell, they've started to pop. That's when they will release the flavor into the oil, and I'm going to add the onions to it now. And you want to give this a good 8 minutes or so until they have softened up, they're nicely golden. And I'm also going to add some heat to this. So I've got a nice chilli, a hot one, and I'm going to finely chop this. The best thing is to add the heat according to your taste. So you can use the milder chili if you like, or you can skip chili completely. And if you want more heat, you can add 2 of these very, very strong chilies. And while that is cooking, I'm going to prep the garlic, and I'll be using 2 cloves of garlic. So the 30-Minute Indian is my 5th cookbook. It does take a lot of time and effort, from the idea and thinking about what the book would consist of, the chapter breaking and the whole look of the book, the recipes. God, the amount of work that goes in is crazy. But I love the whole process. I guess that's why I keep writing them. Now these are looking beautifully golden. Don't hesitate to get to this color, because that just adds extra flavor. Believe me, just trust me on that. I'm going to add in the garlic, and while it's cooking for a minute, I'm going to chop up the tomatoes. Just going to add the tomatoes now. And once again, we're going to be patient and cook this for a good 6 to 8 minutes until they kind of break down and will be a great base for the sauce. And that will give us enough time to prepare our salmon. So we want nice chunks of salmon. So I'm just going to cut it into chunky pieces. If you cut them really small, bite size, then they'll cook really quickly, and then they'll just completely blend into the curry, and we don't want that. And if you're not a fan of salmon, then you can use any nice meaty white fish as well. I often make this with cod too. Just gonna quickly wash my hands. Just a little bit of salt. Always good to season fish just to get the flavor out. Now I'm going to very, very quickly fry the salmon pieces. Just a little bit of oil. So just stir this. Once the oil is nice and hot, I'm going to add in the salmon, and we just want to cook it for a minute on each side. Just get a nice color on it. Oh, look at that. Just going to get these out on a plate, and we'll add it to the curry in a second. I'm just taking out the smaller, thinner pieces first and taking the chunky pieces out in the end. And when you pick these, you can tell they are half cooked already, and our curry is ready as well. Just going to add all the spices. This smells so good even without the spices right now. And I have got some nice chili powder, some ground coriander. I love using ground coriander. I think this is one of the spices that's not appreciated as much. Some salt, and also a hint of sour tamarind paste. And I love this paste because it just adds this sour note to curries. I sometimes add it in lentils or some soups or even stews, and it just brings the whole thing alive. So a good tablespoon of that, good mix. And I have some boiling water ready because we want a little bit of curry or the sauce where we can add the fish, and then just bring it to a boil. I'm going to add some green loveliness to this. Get my vegetable board out, and I'm adding some tender stem broccoli. You can add all sorts of things. You can add some green beans, you can add some sugar snap peas, you can even chop up some spinach, fresh spinach leaves, so you can add this and other vegetables as well. So the curry is bubbling away, so I'm just going to throw these in, and this doesn't take long to cook as well, so just 4 to 5 minutes and they should be nice and soft. And now going to cover this and just give it 5 minutes. When people ask me about cooking curries or any other Indian food, I always say that if you can kind of learn the basics, so just make and follow the recipe first, try it out, and once you have figured that out, you can mix and match and make it your own. And it's all about trial and error, and of course practice makes perfect. So the more you cook, you're only going to get better. Oh, it smells so good. Beautiful. Oh, they're just perfectly done. It's time to add salmon. So all we're doing is finding room for these pieces, and this shouldn't take long to cook as well, just a couple of minutes. Just look at the colors. It looks so vibrant and beautiful, and the salmon will hopefully absorb a little bit of that sauce with a hint of tamarind and lots of coriander. And you'll know it's done because the salmon will start flaking, and look, it's breaking apart. You can see inside it's cooked, and that is the time to turn the heat off. You can serve it with some rice or some naan if you like, or some nice sourdough would be great as well. And here is the salmon curry. Hope you guys will enjoy it. It is just so comforting and so delicious.